Alright. Okay, we can get started for tonight. So, what are we gonna do today? Probably just chat and maybe play a little Magic. I gotta figure out what I'm building for Explorer. I was pulling cards out earlier to put green together finally. Found out I only have two Cityscape levelers, but I do only need two for green. I thought I had four though, but I think I was thinking about Portal to Phyrexia, which I do have a bunch of. More than I need. So, how's everything going tonight? I've been watching movies the last couple nights after I'm getting in bed. We watched It Follows on Sunday, and then last night I started watching Mean Girls. You need something a little easy. Let's clear this one out in case we play mono green. Okay, now I got two green ones, so I'm probably gonna play green tonight. I got halfway through last night, halfway through Mean Girls before I had to go to bed so I could go to work in the morning. And I've been trying to do a little preparation, I guess, for... There's a cube? Is there a cube? Let me go back. Oh, chromatic cube. Ugh. I gotta say, I don't like cube. Everyone always tries to get me to do cube. There's a bunch of good cards in here. Maybe I'll try it. Yeah, alright, maybe. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of cool cards in here. Ugh. Maybe I will try it. Sponsor manual? What else? Ugh. Alright, alright. This cube looks pretty good, actually. This looks pretty cool. There's a lot of just good cards in here. Yeah, and they have the companions, and they got a bunch of random cards from a while ago. Got the commands. Oh, they have this kind of thing. Alright. It looks like they're kind of like sparing the bottom creature card. This is bizarre. Don't want to read these. Anything with an A in the corner for the set symbol, I don't want to read that. But they look pretty few and far between. There's no Crucius. That's a feature. What else? What else is in here? I saw Prosper. They have Minsc and Boo. I want to do 5-color good stuff. The fixing looks good. I might be able to get away with that. They have all the temples. So what is different between the... Okay, so this one... You only get a Boo if you don't control a Boo. So that's probably to prevent people from keeping the wrong Boo or something. Even though it doesn't matter, because it's going to be a 1/1 or a creature that's visibly larger. And this is 5 mana, which is probably a little closer to what it should be. But SCG Baltimore is this weekend as well. I'm going to be playing in that. I'm going to be probably playing a Modern RCQ every day, trying to sell some cards. I think I settled on Rhinos. Definitely playing Rug Rhinos. So, because I think it's very good for just presenting a lot of pressure. It's a very good proactive plan. A lot of interaction points. And have some cards that are just very... The sideboard cards are just like usually pretty powerful in the matchup. Blood Moon, Force of Vigor, Endurance, Theory. They're all just very, very good when they come in. I've basically won almost every round I've played as long as I'm not playing against Mono Bluetron and having awful variants. I feel like I threw away some games against Bluetron the last couple weeks when I played against it. Last night, I think because I was trying a suboptimal card in my sideboard and brought it in and kind of got punished for just moving off the game plan. It was inevitable betrayal. I don't know why I'm not saying the card. It's the Cascade Bribery, or the Zero Mana Bribery. The Suspend Bribery is probably a better way to put it. So I boarded out all the footfalls for the two inevitable betrayals, and they just not only did they not hit anything in his deck, but I got the first copy remanded and then drew the second copy on the one draw step that I needed to not draw it. So this way, the first one came off suspend. It got remanded. I had an agent, a shardless agent in my hand. He was tapped out of blue mana, so I thought, oh, this is fine because I can just like agent into inevitable betrayal anyway, because there's one left in my deck. My draw step was the second inevitable betrayal, so my turn was sixth land, uh, suspend two inevitable betrayals. No, it didn't work at all. It was horrible. He didn't have any targets, and I probably should have known a little better going into it, but at the same time, it's just like the 4/4s are still just like the best thing you can kind of do. Like, bribery's not that great. Like, it's fine, but it's like it's not going to be better than the 4/4s because they just end the game so quickly. And there's just better ways to play around like engineered explosives if that's what your goal is. Like, I beat Hammer, I beat what else? I beat some other Blue Red Scamp. I played against Blue Red Scamp, and my opponent was like, "Cool, got the spice tonight," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And he goes like Spirebluff Canal, go like second blue red land. I was just like, "Oh, it's Blue Red Scam." Okay, and he was just like, kind of looked at me, and I was like, "Yeah." I also use Twitter, so um, that deck looked difficult to play. He was able to present like a 4/4 Fury, but all it did was kill one Rhino and be a 4/4. And I think I ended up and the way it worked was I made two tokens. He played a Fury, slip out the back to it, and put a counter on it, and then tried to like point at the second Rhino token. I was like, no, it's not a blink, it's a phase. He's like, oh, you're right. And then I went to combat, attack for 4, he tries to block, and I'm just like, this is still phased out. So that was an interesting sequence of plays. And the Mystical Dispute on the turn 2 Ledger Shredder was just the deck didn't seem to function nearly as well as some of the other blue red decks I've seen. It seemed like it got kind of stopped dead in its tracks very quickly or very easily. Um, yeah, this cube's really pretty cool. All these cards are sweet, so I might actually play this. I want to play one green game so I can try and get a couple of the quests or whatever done, and then I'll see how much cube is. I don't have a lot of resources, so I should probably maybe save up and try doing a cube in a bit, maybe next week or something after Baltimore. Ooh, that's not bad gem-wise. That's kind of bad gold-wise. How do I break even? You break even at 5 wins. You only get cards. You don't even get packs. I guess if they're rares, it's like this is virtually 2 packs. And you get the pleasure of drafting cube. Okay, so what are we doing? I have to make up. Oh, I need a woodcutter automaton. Yeah, the one decision I'm making with rhinos right now is I would like. Oh, that's the wrong filter. I would like a third Brazen Borrower in the deck because I really like having access to like that many. I like having the third Flash Threat. I have Subtlety in my sideboard, so I would like just like kind of like a more strong suite of Flash Threats. Also, I think it's easier to not overboard Force of Vigor when you have like enough like boomerangs or whatever, or disperses in your deck. Alright, what do we cut? These are all pretty good. Cauldron's good. Hearse is like kind of not good. Wand is fine. Godfather Statue is probably the worst card, but it's only because I don't have a Chain Veil. The rest of these are good. What else? I'm gonna cut a Pelucranos for a Tribute to the World Tree. Only because I want to try the card out. It's not going to be a perfect lineup, because a lot of the lists right now are on 2 Pelucranos, 4 Troll, 4 Kiora. I have to kind of make do with the fact that I don't have Oath of Nissa available on this platform. So that's what these Invasion of Ixalans are for. And what else? I feel like I'm on 3 Lair. Where's the other cut? Where is it at? Oh, it's this. If I was in paper, I would be trying to cut the Cityscape Leveler for the Tribute, but I get to play both because I don't have Oath, which is still not fantastic. Should I put Kiora there? I'll put Cavalier there. This is a Cavalier deck. But that is where I'm at for that. But yeah, so I like Brazen Borrower a lot. But I just can't really, because then I have like, if I have the 3rd Brazen Borrower, I'll have 6 flying threats, and then I'll have 3 Murktide, 3 Borrower. Post board, I'll have like some number of Subtlety. I also don't have a 3rd Gemstone Cavern for the sideboard, which is also a little difficult. Because I also like the 3rd Gemstone and the extra land in the sideboard that is the extra like, channel land. I have Otawara in the main. I don't know if I should have a Boseiju, to be honest. So I could switch to that. I think they've both been like kind of okay. I don't have a preference yet, but activating like the Boseiju seems a little better. I'm sure there's some sort of like explanation on which one I should prefer in the main. I think I'm gonna keep this only because I have a Haven. If I don't have the Haven, or if I get Thought Season on my Haven early, this hand is pretty bad, and I'll have to try and draw out of it. But I have some land, so I can just like go like land. Okay, so we're under a lot of pressure, and my hand is pretty slow. Fortunately, we drew a 1-mana guy, so we can go Lair of the Hydra into Line of War Elves, untap, try to draw a 3-mana card off the top, or we can just ramp with the Haven. This is a really fast start, though, starting with the Champion into the Cryptbreaker. It doesn't look like they... Maybe they don't have another land? Yeah. Okay, so they're only on 1 land, which is pretty fortunate for me. I think I just jam Kiora here. There's a part of me that wants to play the Haven, so if I play the Haven, I can untap with 5 mana next turn. I can make 4. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna play Kiora plus or minus on nothing. Because next turn we can go Haven on Forest, float 2, untap, float 2, Forest, make 5 mana, play Cavalier. Which is pretty good, and then we get to draw the card off Kiora. It's a shame that Arena stacks the triggers in the worst way possible. So like...
Match, drop for drop.
Who's getting a drink? Okay. So... Green, Haven, here. Mana, minus, untap.
Nature flows with vigor.
Land, Cavalier. Put Forest into play. Milling a Storm is pretty good. Drawing a Troll is pretty good. Haven't found the Nykthos yet, but we've gone through a decent amount of cards. Apparently they've just never drawn a land. So they're packing it in, going on the next game. They're pretty aggressive. So I think if I'm going to be wishing with Karn, I'm not going to be trying to find Sylex, and Sylex is going to be better to cast. I think Haywire might just be better as a blocker because of how aggressive they are. I don't really want to wish for anything else, or I don't want to draw anything else, because I think wishing for Chariot is going to be fine, so we can cast the card and we can cast Chariot. Wishing for Mightstone is going to be fine. I think these are the only ones I'm going to be wanting to draw in order to stave off the early aggression. So then what are we going to cut? This is pretty good at making a lot of our guys larger. I think we can safely cut the Leveler. And I think we can safely cut... the acceleration on this. I think we can cut like an invasion and kind of like call that. I want all of the 3-mana creatures at least. The games that we start turn 1 Dork and they go turn 1 Push, I think are going to be pretty decent for us because they're not playing turn 1 Threat. This hand is a little soft. We have some like we have like a couple draw steps, like draw something to play on turn 1 or 2, and then if we don't find it, we can just still stabilize kind of with a troll. I think I'm going to keep. It's also a decent hand against Thoughtseize. Play Forest. New Vault's really good. This is a really good start for them. Playing the Parish, getting multiple bodies, including the Mutavault, is just really, really good. Alright, so we drew Nykthos. It might be too slow, though, because their start was so good. Because I think the next turn is just going to be Forest Troll. Ooh, that one's really good. So they're going to attack for 7. Or not. I don't know why they would Crypt Breaker now. They have to play land. Maybe I'm dead either way. I didn't count. No, I'm not dead either way. Unless they have like Go for the Throat, like land, Go for the Throat, animate Mutavault. Because that's pretty good. Because now if they attack, I just throw the Troll under the champion, put it on a Forest, take 1, 2, 3, 5, assuming they attack with a 7, if I get to block the champion. And I get to ramp. That's really good. Yeah, we're gonna put the troll there. I'm gonna take 5, 7. I guess I can just wait for this to count for it. I think I'm dead though. Yeah, okay, so the hand was super slow. My draws didn't really do anything either. I think I'm just gonna run it back though. I'll go first. This hand is unplayable. This hand is medium. What do I put back? I don't think this game is going to be about Karn at this moment. So I'm going to play this, play Invasion, see if I can find anything. Maybe I should have left the Invasion in because I can find sideboard cards with it. We're going to go Elves, Forest, Pass. Their start is much slower considering they're not leading with the Champion of the Perished. Because this allows us to have Breather represents such a smaller amount of damage. Not block. It's possible I block there, but I don't think it's good. So just like... So I can play Nykthos, Invasion, find a 2-mana thing. Or Tempo at their Mutavault. I think I play this as a land, play Tribute, and this kind of sets up my Nykthos a little better. No attacks. I'll give myself the option to block the Dread Wanderer, but I don't think I'm going to take it. Because this is just 2 mana on the table between the Devotion for Nykthos and tapping itself. This is a little harder to interact with. I think this is like fine. I'm not sure about it though. I wouldn't be surprised if 1 becomes like a little better than the Cityscape Leveler slot. Because it's kind of like an extra Kiora, and kind of like what makes your looks a little better. This zombie deck just doesn't seem great if it's not leading the Champion of the Perished. The Dark Salvation, though, was really good. That one was crazy. Okay. So I can play this. This makes 4, 6. So I can storm. It was best to just storm. I can save Cavalier for next turn when I want to like go really big by finding second Nykthos and get 2 Nykthos activations in a turn. With this, I'm probably just going to find like Forest Creature. I think they've already put their phone down. That's a shame. But, yeah, so I'm probably going to be playing Rhinos in Baltimore. I think I'm bringing Creativity and a few other decks as well in case I want to switch or I get bored. I just think Rhinos is really good in a 5-round single elimination event where I need some free games. Definitely not a good storm, by the way, but I don't think I had a ton of options. It's like 4 elves and something I couldn't choose. How was everyone's day, though? How's their week been? What is happening? I got into a discussion with someone the other day. They tried to say that Bazaar of Baghdad was the best card ever printed. And I told them, no, Lurrus as printed is the best card ever printed. And then someone chimed in that Contract from Below is the best card ever printed, and I said, that's cheating. That one's boring. That one's boring because it's an anti-card. You can't really compare them to anything because they're just somehow even weirder than anything like a companion. But then this person went on to say, like, Lurrus is probably, like, they doubted that it was even in a top 20 or 30. I was like, I don't think we're playing the same game. It's just not close. The cards they brought up were all good, but Lurrus as printed is probably just one of the better, more powerful things that the game has ever had access to. It was completely bizarre. I'm going to keep. I can lead on and I'll follow up with Haven if it gets killed, or just make a bunch of mana going to the third turn. Ooh, the mirror. And honestly, they're probably better at it. I think I just play Kiora, untap Existence Me, untap the Planeswalker. Untap Make Elf. This is just such a better use of my mana than doing anything with Haven. Because now I can still untap Haven a land, make 4 mana with that, 5 mana, play Cavalier. If I draw Nykthos, it's just so much better. Because then I can... Okay, so... Haven here. Mana, untap.
One drop ripples and grows.
They must have a Boseiju in their hand. That's why they had that pause there, because they wanted to because they thought maybe they want to Boseiju. I don't have anything to do with this, so the lair is just kind of better. Again, not a Nykthos, so that kind of is a bummer. Did I not play a land either? Oh my goodness. We both have this, like, very big mana source start. Fortunately, my payoff is a Storm, which is, like, not really better than something like Karn, but Storm looks at a lot of stuff. What's the best they can do? I guess they're just gonna play a 6/6. I'm seeing... I watched 2 videos of Mono King today. What do I want to do? Storm? I think I start with Storm. Okay, I find Karn. So if I get Haven, I can put it on this, untap, make a troll as well. Or just make something off. Oh no, I think I might be able to brain him this turn. Okay, so we're gonna get Haven Karn. We're gonna put the Haven on the forest. So I'm going to untap this forest.
Let's get moving.
I'm going to Stonebrain his Karns. Because that's how you... That is one of the... Oh, wait, can I Automaton and just... No, because I need to take the opportunity to Stonebrain the Karns this turn. Karn. The great creator. Another hand. 1, 2, 3. This is the best card. Oh, they're not even gonna let me. They're not even gonna let me finish looking? Ugh. I am vomit. So I think I block here, exile the Cavalier. Alright, so we're just like playing guys. So if they attack, I will block, put the Storm on top. A Storm. Gonna take action. So now, if they were like a regular mono green deck, Stonebraining the Karn is like one of the most important things in the matchup, and you kind of go from there. Trying to not die to just like random dudes. I don't know what they're gonna try and do on my key. Oh, they have a Boseiju, right? Okay. They're just targeting that after I've put the Storm on top. I can still cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because they have a legendary creature. Do I just try and draw the Storm here? Do I take the mana guy? So then I'm still at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I will let this resolve. And I'm gonna go get a forest. And shuffle away the Storm. Because Karn can just go get a Cityscape Leveler. I think that was like a pretty interesting play from them. I don't think that was terrible. Yeah, we're gonna get the Leveler. I'm going to... Mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'd go for the untap here to keep some more chunk blockers, maybe?
Life thrives.
Oh no, if I have another mana, I can play Old Growth Troll in the same turn. We're going to destroy Silverback Elder. Because we can just block the Vorinclex and just hope that he never hits the requisite mana. And we're gonna play Troll. And pass the turn back. If they kill the Karn, they can activate the Vorinclex with the Power Stone, which is kind of interesting. Ooh, the Vivian Reed is going to kill the cityscape level. That's interesting. What's the backside? Mill 10 for up to 2 creatures. Hopefully they miss then, because they get to attack the Karn? But then they can't block their... Okay, so they're attacking the Kiora, which is a little sus. So, if we jump in front... We absorb enough damage, but that's kind of like medium. I think I use this to... He can't flip this turn, the Vorinclex. So I can eat a Mana Source? Kill the Vivian? Escape the Leveler? Yeah. So the Leveler's going to eat the Vorinclex. So I think I do this. Let him have his moral victory of killing the Planeswalkers. Play a land. Play a Kiora. Untap.
Just can't help myself. Nature flows with vigor.
Unearth. Cool. Okay, so we're going to attack 4 here to get rid of this. We're going to attack here. So this is going to blow up this. And I think I leave the Elvish Mystic back to block. We're going to destroy this.
I always survive.
So next turn, we get to... It's pretty good for them. They can use the Power Stones to activate the lair, which is pretty cool. It looks like they're just trying to like generate more resources and get a better play on the following turn. So since I have Nykthos, a troll is basically free. And it draws me a card, gives me another look. That's really good. So we are going to Nykthos, activate for green, Storm. That's pretty good. Cavalier Troll, because we have an untap still. So Cavalier Troll, because this also puts 6 more devotion into play, draws 2 cards off Kiora. We're going to get a Nykthos. We're going to choose the one you want to keep, the untapped Force. Draw 2 cards. I'm going to cast an Invasion to get another card and get an Elvish Mystic, I guess. It's pretty free. We're going to activate for green. We're going to flashback. We're going to get... I think the correct one here is Tribute Cavalier. Draw a bunch of cards. We're going to get a lair. Do 8 mana. We can flashback this storm that we found. So... Oh, we didn't even use this yet? Oh, that's right. So we're going to keep going. We're going to untap. We're going to make 24 green to our 28 -2. We're going to flashback Storm. We're going to finally find Karn and Polukranos. Okay. So we're going to get a couple cards off that. How many cards are left? I have 12 left in my library? That's not good. That's not a lot. And that's not a May. That's not a May. Okay. So, but our board is really good. I don't... Like, I think I can afford to cast a Cavalier. How do I lose? He has a lot of mana. I get a combat step. So let's minus...
My allies are counting.
What do we want to get? I can hard cast a Woodcaller. That's pretty cool. I can get Burst. Yeah, I think I have enough mana. I think it might be a Deterministic Burst. Okay, so what do we bring in the mirror? Not the Brain, I don't think. I think Mightstone, Weakstone. Not the statue, because I don't want to see it off of a storm. I think I just want my storms to be super dense. I think these are both pretty good, kind of on the mid-range plan, just coming in. And you can cut. Ugh. I don't want to cut Pelucranos, but I think he might be one of the worst one of the less good cards, because it's not really worse. I think I want this just for consistency. I think I might just be cut the Pelucranoses, because this isn't a matchup where they're particularly great. So I don't think the game's about that. I think this is how you're supposed to sideboard for this matchup. I think in paper I want to try the 22 lands, but with 3 Lair, 3 Boseiju. Especially with the new Metamorphic Alteration Archfiend of the Dross deck. I want more random naturalizes in the deck so I can like tag the enchantment before my upkeep, like at their end step, after they go for it. It's not like ideal. I think it might be good against the mirror. But it's something I kind of want to try. This hand is bad, because there are no lands. This hand is pretty good, because it does have lands. It also just has Haven. Haven's pretty good. The rest of the cards are all kind of better than Whitestone Weakstone. So awkwardly I might put my sideboard card on the bottom, but that's kind of fine in this context, because it's just better in these games than something like Pelucranos, so it's not like it's a real sideboard card. Alright. Ooh, they have a really strong hand. Alright, so here's my Nykthos. Oh, I should have played the Forest. I didn't notice I drew it. I don't like that. Only because it's just, I don't see a point in putting the Forest out yet. Ooh, turn 3 Storm. Alright, so we are going to... It's really awkward because I can't really play out a Kiora here because they turn 3 Storm and just put like 9 additional power on the table. So I think it has to be something like... I'm just going to try and load up the same Forest with Haven. If I drew an Old Growth Troll, I could play the Kiora. Because I could go Kiora, untap the Forest, play Troll, trade off here, force them to not use a lot of mana sources. But my next turn... Yeah, okay. Next turn I can kind of freebie the Kiora by using this to cast it, and playing Cavalier, or if I draw another land, I can Storm. Oh, I'm just getting brained. Rough. That's right, I forgot we brained them last game. If I can kind of go off here... I'm 1 mana short of Karn, find Haywire Might the Stonebrain. Which also still wouldn't do anything, because I could just go find it. Alright, I think this might be a we gotta work with what we got kind of thing.
I, one drop, ripples and grows.
Maybe I should have forced the Karn into play. I think I should have tried to force the Karn into play. Wish for the best case scenario. I think I messed up on that turn. Under so much pressure, it just feels so unintuitive or kind of like backwards to play the Karn. Yeah, this is so awful. Now I just gotta do, like, Guy beatdown. Is he gonna get another Stone Brain? Okay, so his plan is just to Stone Brain me repeatedly. So he's probably taking Storm this time? Because it's probably just the only way I can get back into the game is by storming into just a bunch of things. Yeah, Storm. Okay. So now my Cavaliers are just, like, extremely impotent. And I'm drawing forests. They also knew I drew forest off the first Stone Brain. Yeah, my hand was so slow. I don't think there's anything I can do here. Green. Green. There we go. We can put... I'm not ramping into anything anymore, so... Yeah, that's it. Do I want anything else? Do I want to draw the wand so that I can kind of choke their devotion that way? Maybe. Determined invasion for the wand. Turn 1 dork, turn 3 wand kind of neuters their turn 1 dork, turn 3 green guy. So it just hurts their ability to generate the green. Play first. So I got Elf off of Lair into kind of a bad turn 2. Turn 1 Elf gives me the most live draws though. I have the Seiju, so it's not completely over. If they mess up and play their Nykthos early like I did, I might be able to get it. Troll is a great draw that I didn't have. Kiora would have been a good one too. This is also kind of the setup where if I drew a wand and played a wand there, then I could untap if they played a 3-mana guy here. Okay, so we're gonna play Forest. Hold up Beseiju. Combat. Attack for 4. You're not blocking me. I think if they play nothing important, the Stone's probably drawing cards. And turn. So they're untapping with... Okay, Kiora's a really good one.
Not to brag, but my friend's kind of a big deal.
Okay, so if I Beseiju the Wolf Willow Haven here, they still get 2 mana, so...
Let's get moving.
Troll, that's fine. So I can Beseiju now. They are a little choked on mana. How do I handle a bunch of elves in this deck? So I get to attack the troll into the Kiora. We'll probably trade trolls, and then I kind of get to use the mana first. I don't think I want to give him a mana source. I don't want to hold it. We're gonna go to combat. Attacks. I'm gonna attack. Here, kind of try and deny him as many untaps as possible. As many triggers. So I think my best case scenario here is that he takes the block and trades Troll. He seems a little more mana-starved than me. He has more elves, but has fewer lands. So I think his Nykthos is better. If he takes the bait, I get to untap with a Troll, 3 forests, elf lair, which means I get to storm. He did it. Okay. So we're gonna go to damage. I'm gonna resolve. I'm gonna put mine on a forest. He's gonna put his on a forest. He's splitting them up. That's kind of odd. So that means he is considering he might actually. I don't think I want a Mightstone. Yeah, I have to storm first. Nykthos, Troll, which is really bad. Because now if he plays Karn, he can Stone Brain. No. Yes, because he has a QR on taps. I might have lost again. Creature of land. Okay, so this helps find a Nykthos. It doesn't help find Karn. Finds a forest. But also, all the cards in his hand are spells. Because if he's missing lands, they're all spells. If they're not, they can't be anything like Invasion of Ixalan, or else he would have found them. Okay. That must be something he just drew. And he's trying to, upside of like play Vivien and Karn on the same turn, using Vivien to find a land. Cityscape Leveler. Okay. Troll can kill Karn, which is good. Mightstone immediately refunds mana if I kill Karn, and the Mightstone can activate Nykthos. So, we're going to go to combat. Attacks. I'm going to attack Karn. He's going to play Leveler. It's going to be really bad for me. Leveler is also great insurance.
Farewell, and
2, 4, 6, 7. I can Mightstone kill that? Haven on Forest. Green. Probably should use that. One, 6, 8. This is 8, 10. So I can flashback Storm. Or I can Cavalier, spike a Nykthos. What's my best bet of winning? This activates for 8, 11 mana total. So if I find Nykthos off Storm, and you find like Nykthos, Cavalier, find land. Jeez. You just like try and double 5 mana card. Try and cut off his mana sources. Yeah, we're gonna green. We are going to Cavalier. Try and find this. I'm just gonna try and double spell. Here we go. Keep this one. Activate for green. Just try and storm here. Cavalier, Haven. Put Haven on this. Cavalier. Find Nykthos. Keep. Activate for green. What do I do with this? Do I kill a mana? I think I cut off his mana sources here. That's what I... No. He has 2, 4, 6. I think I have to draw cards. Okay. So then it's going to be Elf, Cavalier, Find Forest, put Storm in the graveyard. I think I'm still short. Can I play you as a land? No, I played Nykthos, right? Oh, I can. Cavalier, Forest? It's already have a lair. Find Forest. So I just played every Cavalier and spiked a bunch of Nykthoses. I guess I end my turn. That was cool. I ran through a lot of cards. I don't really know what that Cityscape leveler is supposed to do now, if I'm being honest.
You can't stop nature.
It was weird, even though it wasn't. Blow up the stone. Okay, so I guess they just don't want to give me a death trigger? It almost didn't do anything, though. Because this still makes mana. It's just half of a Mightstone. I get to attack with a big lair? And have a Karn? What am I supposed to do? How much mana is this? 22? Karn minus Pestilent Cauldron first. Get back a Karn and a Kiora. I'm not sure what my end game is here. Oh, I should have got back a.
Sun in the sky, bright. Nature flows with vigor.
Play Karn. Yeah. Keep the fresh one. I have to get double Karn.
My purpose is greater than
I think I'm netting mana every time I do this, though. Yeah, I'm at 27 now. Go to 20. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stop messing around. Just get 2 Karns. Just get Karn. Karn. Second Karn now. I think I messed that up. Keep. Minus. What am I gonna get? I can Brain him. Cityscape Leveler. So then I can kill his Cityscape Leveler. Brain him for information first. I think I missed lethal. Because I think I could have cleaned up the L's. Name. Karn, I think. Library. Graveyard. Last one. Let's use a Storm. So I can attack this. This is pretty big. I have to get rid of the leveler. And I think I messed up by just giving him additional life, actually, from the second burst, and not just getting double Karn. Keep this, minus...
You will not threaten this world.
I have to get leveler. Cast leveler, blow up your leveler. Draw a card. Play Chariot here. I have 20 cards left. That's fine. That's a lot. So I played Chariot for blockers. I don't think so. He's 1/1, so I'm 28. I think I just animate a big lair and kill him. Mana. Give me 2 manas. Mana. 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 Animate for 10. Go to combat, attacks, attack everyone at you. So this is 4 Cavaliers. These kill. He has to chump block the 10-10, basically. That's the best block. Chaining Storms and Cavaliers and Nykthoses is probably the only way to win that game. It's also the best way to, I guess the easiest way to win. Just take a really big turn. And just make a lot of mana and take a lot of game actions all at once. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't really ever want to play another deck in this format. And this isn't even the Chain Veil version, it's not even deterministic. Or it's not even like easy deterministic. I think at some point you have enough mana and devotion that you can really do it. But I think it's a lot more difficult to get there. And I did both my green quests, which is pretty cool. Just play Rakdos and try and get the other one done. Or play another green game. I don't know. I don't like green on computer as much as in person when I have access to the Chain Veil. One more. Yeah, I told my friend I was going to whisper into the microphone while I streamed. Maybe I should do that. Whisper into my laptop microphone. That sounds pretty good. We can lead with a Mystic into Kiora. Try not to get vocal fry as I sit here and whisper during my stream. Blue-white. Leading on a white source instead of a blue source makes me think that this is not spirits. They would have led on a blue source to play Spectral Sailor. They're holding up Jawari, Disruption. So, I don't want to play into that or Dovin's Veto. I don't see a point in attacking for 1 into a Rattle Chains either. So I think I'm going to hold up 2 mana. If they play White Source, Temporary Lockdown, I can use the Boseiju to blow it up. If they Foretell, and they only have white up, this might be beneficial for me. I can stick a Karn here. Can I get a artifact?
I will not lose another friend.
What is going to be our best bet? I'm going to have to assume I only have 4 mana next turn as well. I think I'm going to attempt to get Godfarer's statue on the off chance that they tap out for, or they only have Memory Deluge and Eternal Wanderer. I get Stonebrain. I don't think it's the best option. I think Asika's Chariot is actually the best. And I don't want to overextend, so I'm going to hold back an Elf. My next turn's pretty drawn up, though, by playing probably a land and a Chariot. And I'll attack. No point. I'm not blocking. Doomstar. That's pretty cool. We're gonna play a forest. We're gonna sneak in and a Seeker's Chariot, I think. I'm gonna try Stonebrain him now. Should I Stonebrain him? Let myself fall a little behind. Take his Teferi.
I will not stop.
Should I take his Teferi? I think I'm gonna take his Teferis. We're going to hit Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Sometimes you're just that good. 2 Farewell. Oh, we're doing discontinuity stuff. Some Shark Typhoons, Doom Scars. Oh, because you can cast it off the Lotus Field. 2 Wanderers, some Beholds, 4 Deluge, 4 Proctor, Lotus Fields. The other 2 discontinuities in the hand. Some Wanderers, a Farewell. Okay. They would have been able to play land. Land Teferi really start pulling ahead there. Fortunately, it looks like they don't have a lot of answers to multiple planeswalkers with the discontinuities and the Wanderers and the Farewells. Jawari, Disruption. So... plus no targets.
Ah, say hello to my little friend.
I have a feeling whenever I play, he might try to Farewell the following turn. Play Kiora, which is really good against a lot of the things he has. So, whatever I play, I have to play the Chariot here, or the Cavalier, as long as I can block a 2/2. I think I should try and play around Jawari. I have a feeling he's going to Farewell the following turn, so I don't want to play the Elf out yet. Just going to hold on to it. There's a Wanderer.
I hope you're ready to lose.
There's the token, which is why I had to play the Chariot, so I run cover for the Karn. There's another tap land. This mana base is not convincing. Okay, so here's the Strict Proctor after... Okay. They have no Lotus. Okay. Ooh, Proctor flies. Put a counter on the Proctor. I am going to Crew. So, if they're going to Discontinuity, they don't get the counter.
Remember your training.
Okay, so they have no recourse here, but all of my abilities are my ETBs are countered unless I pay 2. So I don't want to pay 2. My Devotion does not look very good. I can attack with a Chariot. And I think I do want to do that. Right here,
Awaken.
I can probably kill this, activate attack, attack. This is a free block. This is a block. Double block when the Wandering Emperor still dies. Animating with Karn here is not ideal for me, I don't think. I get a free blocker, so I think this is a pretty good attack. That's a free block for them. That's a pretty good block. So the Wandering Emperor can't exile a token, just has to plus again, or make another token and die. This is going to be swept up by anything, including Doomscar off the top. I don't have Devotion. I think I can safely play a Kiora here, though.
octopuses, serpents. Oh, I love them all.
I can untap. I think I just untap the chariot. Doesn't really make a difference because they don't have anything to haste. And I know the contents of their hand. As long as I can put double Planeswalker into play before they play a Farewell, I think we're good. We can untap here. It's probably better if I save the loyalty on the Kiora, but so I think that's incorrect for me.
Show them how we greet.
Ooh,
our
they get to kill the
enemies.
Karn now. That's really good. And they can discontinuity anytime I put a Karn on the stack for myself.
Do not pity me.
Maybe I should have played a Cavalier and just let the trigger get countered. They're just going to do this. Yeah, I can't really stop that. No, they get to do it again. Uh-huh.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Oh, attacking me. Are they running? Are they drawing running discontinuities? Can't block. And it's big enough now that I don't think the minus was that bad. Okay, so they're gonna upkeep. They're not playing lands either. Okay, there's the land. They finally drew Lotus. It has to be attack, get the Kiora off the board, Farewell, right? Use the Wandering Emperor to make another... another token? Yep, can't block the flyer. And they got the value out of the Strict Proctor. It did a lot of combat damage, and it got the field. Okay, so they're not casting Farewell now. So I wonder if they drew another discontinuity. Okay, so let me go to my draw steps, so it doesn't seem like it. So it seems like a trick to make them want to play Farewell. Play into Farewell. I wonder if I can play Karn out here. So I'm gonna plus on the Chariot. Attack everything at the Emperor. The Chariot will trigger and I'll get a blocker. Target Chariot.
Some solutions must be built.
Doot. Everyone attack Wandering Emperor. Trigger. Get a cat. So now I have a blocker for the token on the way back. So the samurai and a human from the castle can jump in front of the 4 and the 2, but the 2 still gets through. And they can't do enough damage to actually get rid of the chariot, but the chariot is still going to be able to next turn, which isn't great. Wandering Emperor dies, which is moral victory. I'm going to hold the Dorks for post Farewell. They have a lot of mana. I get to throw the cat in front of the... What if I should have played... No. Okay. Karn at 1. More or less according to plan. Deluge, okay. So we're second main deluging, looking probably for something worth having? Oh, sure. Second Nykthos, which isn't incredibly impressive. Attack solo with the Chariot here. Attack with Chariot Cat, make 2 blockers. This might be a Cavalier, no trigger kind of turn. Plus on the Chariot.
Allow me to introduce you to a friend
Attack.
of mine.
Target the one attacking, so this way I still have a blocker even if they remove it. I think they have Wandering Emperor though. I just don't think I can really do anything about it. Oh, a Titan. Okay. I wonder if they're going to block the cat or trade off with the Chariot. Chariot must be a huge pain for them, even though they have the Farewell. They must not be trying to use the Farewell. I get to play another blocker, though. Nope, it's countered. It's fine. A lot of mana on their side. Which is really good with all these 7 mana effects, like the Flashback on Deluge. I get to pretty safely protect the Karn now. Looks like they're hovering over the Cavalier. So they might be attempting to remove this. Okay, there's no way that's a Doomscar. I don't think they had a Sullot coming. They must be trying to set up a Doomscar the following turn. What do I want to draw? I guess a Kiora? Unsure. I've already gotten discontinuity twice, so I'm not sure what else their deck actually can do. Minus fine Restorative Burst here? I don't think that really does anything, because Restorative Burst is 5 mana. They still haven't blown the trigger on Farewell. I could Stonebrain their Farewell. But my Planeswalkers are pretty good at playing around that, though. Also nothing, just cash in the Karn. I don't think there's too much to do with it. I can use it and get a stone.
I am proud to have fought. My allies are counting on me.
Get a Light Stone. Get a Damping Sphere. Doesn't really do a ton. Just get a land. You want to get something a little more impactful, though. Kind of want some stones, some cards. Why did that trigger? Oh! That's cool, it pays for itself. I didn't even consider that. That's really awesome. Really like that. No attacks, just kind of holding tight. Still gonna try and play these elves post-Farewell. I have to show a little bit of discipline. Especially if I think this is a Doomscar. I don't remember seeing any other Foretell cards. But I have a feeling they're trying to set something up post-Farewell. But I feel like I'm going to be set up and ready for it. Oh, right. That is in the deck. That's pretty cool. So now they're really set. In a blue-white control deck like this, the single finale just does so much work. Acts like a Sphinx's Revelation, basically. So cool. They definitely have enough discontinuities now. They should have enough, like, discontinuity plus, like, Wandering Emperor, so this way they can make this big enough to actually, like, attack through a Cavalier, right? Yeah, here's the discontinuity. And I don't have anything to do about it. And they're just cycling for some reason. Okay. More cycling. That's fine. I wonder if this deck can function without Lotus Field. I'm inclined to say no. So I think just taking 4 lands out of the deck is really bad. Okay, so there's the Farewell. There's a Hardcast Shark Typhoon. And I know they have a bunch of Farewells in their deck as well. So... Forest? They have 5 mana. Which might just be a Castle Ardenvale activation. Play Karn? Okay. We're going to go get... I think it's Haywire Might. Haywire Might, exile a shark. So they get a 4/4 and then they get a 2/2. So my Karn is basically dead.
Run away. You'll be safer.
So the 4/4 can attack the Karn, or the second Karn. If I can keep the Elvish Mystic around. Alright, so extra Shark Typhoon. How many have we gone through? I think this is the 3rd one, because I know they cycle. No, that must have been another game.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
2 attacks, so they're... I don't know why they're attacking with this as well. I can't block the 4/4, so I guess let's just let them have that.
Not every fight can end in victory.
So I have 5, 6, 7, 8... I can't remember if I saw Permission in the deck. Cavalier. Saw Cavalier. Find Lair, I guess. Make 4. Play Elf. Nykthos. Keep this. 6 Karn.
I battle with the forces of good.
They're very far ahead though.
True goodness can never.
What? I can't Woodcaller to keep going. I guess I can Damping Sphere and try and hurt their Lotus Fields along with their colors. I think I'll try that. I have a feeling they have another Farewell though. Or maybe they just have the Jawari. Yeah, they have another Jawari. I think I'll concede this one. We'll go to the next one. They have 21 cards left. It's not like they have 2. Okay. So, I think I'm going to leave the Damping Sphere in the sideboard. The Pelucanos is pretty bad, but also kind of good. Chariot is fine. I think the Mightstone actually might uniquely be a good pick here to find. Maybe I want Sky Sovereign? I think I want to draw and cast this more. Sky Sovereign might be a unique circumstance to only hit Strict Proctors, so I might want to leave that in the sideboard, be a little more selective with it. What else? Darksteel Citadel is going to be really awkward when it gets farewelled, when they choose the artifact mode. This I think I also don't want to cast. Maybe I do. And maybe if like I'm attacking their lotuses out of the sideboard, I want to use the Stone Brain. So I'll bring this in. I think this might just be another two Felucrinoses are not great matchup. Yep, alright, we're going to go with this. Hope we can go Elf into Troll. Or Elf into Kiora. Oh, I have to select play first. Ugh. I don't think they can answer turn 1 Elf in this deck, so I think it's pretty safe, especially on the play. I can use the Invasion to find the second land. And I have another land. I have something to play off of it as well in the extra Llanowar Elf. So it's a little risky, I think, but I think I'm going to try it. How's it been? We're playing against Blue-White Lotus Field, which is like Blue-White Control, but with kind of like a strict Proctor Lotus Field setup to aggressively counter your opponent's abilities and also exploit the fact that the Lotus Field trigger will be countered, if you have not seen that deck. We also played a Monogreen Mirror, where game 3 I cast like multiple Storms and Cavaliers in one turn, and managed to really kind of flood the board. That was pretty cool. Okay, we're keeping a risky one-lander here off the back of the fact that I don't think that, since I Stonebrain them, I don't think that they can answer a turn 1 Elf very well unless they're sideboarding into Portable Hole. And we're going to use the Invasion of Ixalan to find our second land and cast an Elf off of it. Okay, so seeing the Nykthos here kind of sucks, but this is what we planned on, is finding this, playing this, and getting to go into the third turn with 4 mana, 5 if we can draw a... What's his face off the top? Okay, they...
Until you have lived as a statue, do not talk to me of Peter. You will not threaten this world.
We're gonna get the Brain and take their Lotuses. And we're going to attack Invasion. Stream is lagging a bit. It might be on my end. I've been streaming for a little bit, so it's probably a little hot. They did the thing. I don't know what they're holding up. What counter magic do they have? They could play Absorb here, but I don't think that's good in their deck. I think they have Dovenzito and like Jawari. I kind of want to play Kiora. That's playing a little on the margins. Aether Gust. That sucks. Resolve, bottom. Because I have another Kiora. It might be correct, though, to keep. What am I going to find off Karn? What do I want to find off Karn? What do I want to find off Karn? What if Godfair Statue's good here? Just slam that next turn.
Offensive!
Just play the Stonebrain out. What can they do if I expose it like that? I don't know. It might have been incorrect to... It might have been super greedy to try and stick Kiora there. And open myself up to getting Aether Gusted. I think it's just something I have to learn playing this deck a little more, is what to play around. Okay, so they did nothing. Storm here? Or just like tag their Lotuses? If I could... Oh, they might Surge of Salvation me? That seems so narrow for Stonebrain. I can still play Kiora after they do that, I guess. Lotus Field. Their hand is Emperor, Emperor, Continuity, Farewell. Library is Lotus, 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 Lotus. I didn't even get to look at how they frickin' sideboarded. Ugh. I love doing that. At least I know that they have no counterplay here. So I can kind of safely play Kiora. And they don't have white to do the Doomscar.
Look like lunch.
We're going to... But I don't really want to lose the Devotion. I think we're going to cancel that. We're going to plus on nothing. Submit 0.
There is great
Combat.
power in the things we make.
Attack. It might be correct to try and turn this into a Raptor, but if they get the white source and they cast the Doomscar and they get to tag the Raptor as well, that's awful. He's just consuming. On the draw, this is gonna be so much worse. They're so top heavy. This hand is awful, but I think if this is the hand that I'm mulliganing, I should be doing something different. I think I was wrong. I should have boarded out a couple elves. I'm not playing correctly. I think the heuristics are usually like board out some number of elves. You board out elves very aggressively in the blue-white matchup because they get swept up really badly. And I think this still is correct. Green, green. Elf. Elf. Don't even know what I draw here. Because if I draw Nykthos, I have nothing to do with it. Attack me. That's pretty good. So 6, 7. Just like stick a troll, I guess. It's not like I'm not playing a land. I'm not attacking. He rats me, he rats me. Otherwise, I guess I'm playing a Cityscape Leveler. Teferi's very good.
I won't hide from the world. Hurry.
I get to just blow it up with the Cityscape Leveler, though, which is pretty good. Play a land. This has Kiora untapped, so I have access to 7, so I'm short. So I think I just have to jam Leveler here. Do I blow up the Proctor, or do I blow up the Teferi? This uses everything. I could blow up the Proctor if I have one more mana source. I think I just have to blow up Teferi here. Because it's just the best card they have. Like, Proctor play a second Lotus Field is going to be really bad for me in the long run, but I don't think there's a long run in this game. I think there is a me attacking with Old Growth Troll and getting tagged with Wandering Emperor or Deluge. If they see a Lotus Field here, they're probably not blocking. If they don't see one, they probably block. So otherwise, the following turn, if I get to attack with both of them, the Proctor probably turns into a Power Stone. Yeah, they still have the field. So... Alright. Alright, so they're attacking, so that means they're probably the Farewell. Choose everything, leave themselves with, with a bunch of mana and me with none. They didn't tag enchantments, so they left me with that. So I get to just kind of go Kiora Damping Sphere.
Let's dive right into battle.
Which turns their Lotus Fields into 1 mana lands, so they have 5 mana now. Teferi's a really good drawdown.
Let's slow this down. You know what? I'm not done.
Untap Mistgate Pathway, Hallowed Fountain at the end step. I have to try and draw Storm Festival. Karn's a good one. Ooh, that's really cool. Play out the forest, and now I think I'm dead. I needed to draw. I don't think I want to make a 2/2 here. I don't want to cash in. I needed to draw action there on that exact turn, or else I think I just lose. Yeah, the plus here is very easy. Untap your fountain. Yeah, second cure is not really what I was looking for. The leveler was really good, and I actually got to cast it, so it's like, I don't know if I can complain too much about this game in particular. Yeah, I'll play it a little bit more, only because I have a Damping Sphere in play. But the second he wants to get rid of the Damping Sphere, he can use Teferi too, and then it's just done.
Hurry.
It's a shame I drew Cityscape now. He may have the discontinuity set up already, because he has six lands. And that's probably what he's digging for, because that's just such an easy one. Because it's just upkeep, end my turn, get a 6/6, upkeep, end my turn, get a 6/6, and that I think that pretty much ends the game. Okay, so it looks like he's looking for it. No chance he's not looking for it. Untap land, untap. Untap fountain. Another not too hot one. End step. Yeah, I'm just entirely unthreatening at this point. Oof. 2 4/4s.
You started this fight, but I understand.
We must protect
10
the
power. Yeah, now there's only one discontinuity they need to finish it.
Hold that thought.
Because then they'll get 2 combat steps. This current one, and the following turn's one after they end my turn. What are they choosing? All artifacts, so they want to get rid of only the Damping Sphere? I guess they don't want to tag enchantments now because they have Shark Typhoon, and they don't want to tag creatures because they're very ahead. Okay, so now... Okay, so they're probably going to sacrifice, I guess, Pathway... Mountain. Why would they sacrifice the Pathway? It's not like their choices
We've
here
got the edge in this
matter a ton. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because now they get to untap 2 Lotus Fields with Fairy, and then just use only those to discontinuity me. Alright, well... I guess we'll see what happens. They throw up the Damping Sphere. Oh, that's true, they can use it in response to a spell. That's really good. Oh, I'm starting to lag really bad now. Too hot. Summertime. Alright. The green games take a really long time. Weirdly enough, for a deck that only needs a few turns. Only needs a few turns, sometimes. I didn't even see what I got. Show me the collection so I can see the new card. They won't even show me the new card? Oh well. Why did I get gems? I don't want to know. Alright, well, that's going to be it for the night. That was fun. And hopefully I'm going to be able to get more into a regular streaming schedule, so hopefully same time next week. Maybe Thursday. Probably not Thursday, because that's the day before I leave for Baltimore. I think if I wasn't going to Baltimore, I'd try to do Thursday, but I say that every week. So, I'm going to be calling it there. Thank you for coming on by. Good night.